Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm back at it again with leftovers. I have some leftover chicken mole. I made a homemade from scratch mole sauce yesterday. I'll link that recipe video below. You could also do an easier version of mole sauce using store-bought. I will link that video below. So I am going to be making Gorditas de Harina, flour gorditas. I also have an older video for Gorditas de MAIZ using the instant corn flour method. Again, in the description, check it out. So I'm going to be using my leftover chicken mole, stuffing these gorditas with other ingredients to make a delicious meal using leftovers. Here's how I do it. So right now I'm going to make the dough for the gorditas, which is basically my flour tortilla recipe, which I will link in the description below, and I'll let you know what I'm using today. I'm only going to make half of the recipe, but I will be giving you full amounts. So you'll want to start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, give that a mix, and a 1/3 cup of lard, shortening, or butter. You could also use oil, but just make sure to use 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil in place of your lard or shortening or butter. I'm going to work this into the dough. So now you're going to want to add about 4, well, no, if you're using full amounts, it's going to be 8 fluid ounces of hot water. And if you aren't weighing your ingredients, then you'll want to add hot water until the dough comes together and it's slightly tacky. And if you find that you've added too much water, add flour a tablespoon at a time until you get a slightly tacky dough ball. So I'm going to work this in together until a dough ball forms. Okay, so this definitely is a good dough ball. And you can lightly flour your surface, but this is right where I want it. I don't want to add too much flour at this point because I don't want my dough to be dry. So I'm going to knead it for about 10 minutes or until the dough is somewhat smooth on the surface and springs back to touch. So my dough ball is somewhat smooth and it springs back when I touch it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to separate it into my dough balls. For a full recipe, you could easily get 12 to 14. Okay, so I managed to get 7. Now I'm going to take a damp kitchen cloth. You could use a tea towel, a damp paper towel, and just cover this. And I'm going to let this rest for at least 15 minutes. Okay, so I am using my leftover chicken mole to make the filling for my gorditas today. So I'm just going to take out the chicken, and this is actually cold. What I'm going to do is just take out the chicken, shred it, chop it, and reheat it, and that's it. And your filling, if you're using leftover mole, it can be as saucy as you like it. It's up to you. I am going to put a little extra sauce in there. Yeah, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is just take my kitchen shears, and these are really sharp. They are for chopping. These aren't just random scissors. I'm going to take my shears and just go ahead and chop everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just reheat the chopped mole and just sort of saute it. I'm not really going to cook it for a long time, but I do want to add a little bit of onion to it and sort of make a sauteed filling for the gorditas. So I'm going to start with some sliced onion. You could also add raw onion to your gorditas, but I want to saute them along with the mole. Now I'm going to add my mole with the chopped chicken. Making a mess here. So I'm just going to warm this through or heat it through, and then I'm going to put it right back into that bowl. And that'll be the filling. And like I said earlier, the filling to your gorditas is very versatile. It's up to you what you want to add, what you want to cook. or what you have on hand as a leftover like I do today. So my dough has rested. I removed the cloth that I had over it. You'll want to work with a clean work surface, dry and clean. Make sure you dust it with a little bit of flour. Don't go too crazy. And at this point, it should be easy to roll out your dough. If you find that when you're rolling out the dough and it snaps back or it shrinks back, it needs to rest longer. So I will know once I start to roll this out. Go ahead and dust your rolling pin. And you're going to roll this out much like a tortilla, but it's not going to be thin. It's going to be thick. So that's where you want it. This is going to be just basically a thick, small tortilla. I'm going to continue rolling them out. Okay, so all of my gorditas are rolled out, and remember I'm only doing half a recipe, but for a full recipe you definitely can get 12 to 14. So actually this is the first one I rolled out. It's had a chance to rest longer, which is what you want after you roll them out. Let it rest for about 5 minutes or so, and now it's going on to my preheated griddle. So here I have a griddle that's been preheating on a medium low to low heat. And this is another difference between cooking gorditas and tortillas. Tortillas, you want a high heat to get it to puff up, cook on the center, and flip it over without it burning. With gorditas, because they are thicker, they need to cook a little bit longer so the inside has a chance to cook evenly with the outside. And if you start with a really high heat, you're going to burn the outside and have a raw center. So right onto my comal. And if you find that it's cooking too fast on the outside and you know the inside is probably not cooked, then, adjust your heat. So I've had it on the first side for about 30 seconds or so. I'm going to give it a flip. And I'm going to go for another 20-30 seconds on the second side. Flip it again. And basically, you just kind of want to flip it and cook it so it doesn't burn on the outside and you give the inside a chance to cook. Okay, so here's the gordita. It's done. It's going into my basket, and I'm going to continue the process with the rest. Okay, so all of my gorditas are done. They are nice and warm in here. Some of them are even hot. Ow. So now it's time to assemble these chicken mole filled gorditas. Let me show you how I do that. So I want to show you some of the things that I'm going to be adding to the gorditas. Fresh sliced tomato, some lettuce, homemade salsa. Here I have queso fresco that needed to be used. You could use a meltier cheese like mozzarella, Monterey Jack, Oaxaca cheese. And here's my mole, my chicken mole filling. So I'm going to put these together. Oh, and I'm also going to add some Mexican table cream or Mexican crema to this. But again, a lot of these things are up to you. So here I have my gordita, and it's still kind of, it's more, I would say it's warm, but it actually is kind of hot to touch. So the trick is, or the key, is to open your gordita up without piercing it through. And you just do that carefully. I find using like a small paring knife helps control better when you're doing this. Okay. Kids are excited today. So here's my pocket. Basically, that's what you've done. You've created a pocket to fill and stuff with whatever your heart desires. Beans, cheese, meat, cheese, veggies, salsa, crema. It's all up to you. I'm going to cut a couple of these, more of these open, and I'm just going to make about 4 of them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually add a little bit of the queso fresco at the bottom. Go in with my chicken mole. I'm gonna go in with a slice of tomato. You could also dice it. A little bit of that lettuce and some salsita, right on top. Yeah, that's it. You want to go ahead and hit it with a little more cheese. And that's your gordita. And at the end, I'll add the crema. Right on top. Let me show you. I'll put it on one and I'll take a bite. You guys know I have to at least try it when I get a chance. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to add a little more salsa to mine. And there are my Gorditas de Harina filled with chicken mole. Oh yeah. This is a treat. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it. And thanks for watching.